Hey guys, Jesse James from Black Fork Lawn here helping my buddy here, Lonnie. Say hi, Lonnie.
Hey, boss.
And then we got our partner CJ here. He's up here getting it in. Got a landscape job, put you on a time lapse. Let's get to work.
Trailer trying to keep from going insane. The week's been a long one, it's finally time to play. Grab a 6-pack of beer and a bottle of gin, shot at Jimmy Beam, let the party begin. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show. Working and slaving 10, 12 hours a day. Says it's quitting time, I head to the honky-tonks to unwind. Put some John on the jukebox, John may not show. I got my best jeans on and a cool one in my hand. I'm tapping my toes to the music of a country band. I'll have me a drink, maybe 3 or 4. Grab me a woman and hit the floor. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show. Yeah, baby's got her jeans on, Lord, she's looking fine. The boys in the band are cooking on a country line. A few more rounds and she'll be ready to go down to my shack in Ohio. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show. Got my best jeans on and a cool one in my hand. I'm tapping my toes to the music of a country band. I'll have me a drink, maybe 3 or 4. Grab me a woman and hit the floor. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show. Put some John on the jukebox, Jones may not show.
Yeah, this is a fun job here. This is what I want to, if I can get my company to, you know, stay busy with jobs like this, you know.
What you need is a couple of reliable workers like CJ right here.
Right?
Drink a bottle of 90 proof. Drink it on down till you see the truth. Things have changed, you'll live behind. I'm a dinosaur on borrowed time. You're strong back and a man's pride. It's all you needed to survive. Greatest value was your family's name. Things went to hell, it's a damn shame. Your kids.
I got rained out earlier, but I'm on my way to pick the baby up. Like I said, we got rained out. We got quite a bit done. Had a pretty productive day, man. Them guys are just fun to work with. Lonnie, I had Lonnie take a little video for me of what we got done. Showed you a little bit. We went and bid a couple different jobs and had a good lunch. Talked a lot about small business and just, you know, mostly just believing in yourself and, you know, just keep digging, keep grinding. gotta do what you love, man. And it's hard the first couple years, you know. But we had a pretty good day. And we're gonna try to finish everything up with there tomorrow. Right. Hey guys, earlier messed up on a recording some stuff, so I'll show you the footage from what we got finished yesterday. We'll be having that whole job finished tomorrow, but me and Cody's out here trying to haul this truck down to his house, but instead of taking the battery out, because I did a little battery swap, we need the hazard lights. So if you don't have an extra battery, but you do have like the Milwaukee little batteries, get you some wire, hot ground, just a 12 volt, that'll run everything. You can, well, I'll show you as we go. But you don't always need to have a battery for all this stuff, man. You can use a little bit, even to jump your vehicle if you need to do it. And these little Milwaukee batteries or DeWalt batteries, any of them batteries, they'll do whatever you need it to do. You just got to know how to throw it together, and it's actually really simple. Cody will show you.
Amperage that you're drawing, and don't sit and crank was one of them. You have a battery that's, if your battery's completely dead, you might not want to do it. But if you're getting a little bit of a clicking noise or a slow crank, 20 volt will give you what you need.
Hell yeah. I would have never even really known a lot of that.
This tool right here, this is one of the best tools you can buy, multimeter.
Yeah, they're not very expensive either.
No, you could do, a lot of people don't know, man, when you're doing sensors, any kind of sensor or anything on this truck, man, any vehicle, if you're not sure, the shop tells you, you know, your throttle position sensor might be bad, or it might be this, or it might be that. You come in here with this multimeter, you come right in, plug into the TPS, and if you're wanting to see if it's working right, you'll plug right into that, and as you're opening the throttle, as long as you see a smooth increase, your numbers aren't, you know, going from like 0 to 5 real choppy, as long as it's going up smooth, and then when you let it off goes down smooth, that's fine. And you can test any sensor on any vehicle with that multimeter for sure. And it's not like plugging into the computer and the computer saying, well, I think it might be this, it's this. You know 100% that way.
And most people have a multimeter. Hell, I have one. Before I moved back up here from Ironton, Ohio, I have 2 multimeters down there. I just never brought them with me because I just always thought, hell, I don't know what I'm doing with that. They got all them numbers and all them different things on them. It's just almost confusing.
A lot of people just don't know how to use them, but really, you get in to learn one little part of it, man, and you can do a lot with it.
Now, where did you hook? Oh, you hooked your ground right up to anything.
Yeah, we're going to see if that bonus or hazards at least.
Well, there's our regular lights.
As far as running the whole truck, I mean, this is a newer truck, so if you're trying to run this whole truck with just that battery,
you're going to have some problems.
That ain't a good idea, but to run our hazards until we get down the road, it'll get us there.
Now, exactly how'd you know where to plug in your hot and your ground? Just because you checked it on here?
Yeah, what I checked on here, like these, I mean, you have all these leads, and these are just for battery monitoring and all that, but I basically, you see how I don't have a red and a black wire?
Exactly.
They're both black, so I didn't know which one was positive and which one was negative. You put this on VDC voltage for direct current, and you come right here, and when you go into there, all right, you see how I'm reading 11 point something volts, but it's negative, right?
Okay.
It's negative. That's telling me that I have it backwards. So this red, which would be positive, is actually the ground.
So if it's now you're gonna switch, it's gonna be positive.
It'll be positive. And if you hook up to anything, if you're not sure what the current is, that'll tell you. And now, see how it's 11.5 now?
Now you're positive. So
yep.
But does it always gauge off of that right be the right hand side then? Is that an easy way to tell, or?
What do you mean?
Well, you knew it was backwards just because you had them, it was negative. So now you know you're in the right position. And, and our lights are working.
Yeah.
That is
awesome.
awesome.
If you hook up to any battery, say you got a car battery and there's no labeling on it, you know, if you go into direct current and you put the ground on one and the positive on this one, and it's reading negative, that means you have them backwards and your positive pole is actually on this side.
Ah, that is awesome. That could save a lot of people from really screwing their stuff up.
Because